Hello, I am Brenda Spencer. I am president of Spencer for Hire Media. I'm here to talk to you about an upcoming event I'm so excited about. It is called the Caring for the Caregiver Expo, and this will be our second annual event that we are going to host on Saturday, November the 6th, 2021. We held our first event, Caring for the Caregiver Expo, on Saturday, November the 2nd in 2019. It was our inaugural event. It was a beautiful event, and the event is designed for caregivers and first responders. We had over 300 people attend the first event. It was fabulous. Everybody loved it. And we held it here in Columbus, Ohio at the Boathouse. It's in beautiful downtown Columbus. The event was a day long event and it was completely free, and it will always be completely free to caregivers and first responders. So we had free parking, free to get in, free pampering services that included massages and reflexology and manicures and ear candle waxing and all kinds of things like that in a private room for our caregivers to experience. We had the main ballroom at the Boathouse, which had all of our sponsors, exhibitors, and vendors. Now, these people supported us. This is how we pay for the event. It's through our sponsors and vendors and donations and things like that, so we can keep it free for the caregivers. It's a day to say thank you to our caregivers. It's a day to let them relax and get some pampering and some R&R and to find out information that they need while caring for others. And I'm talking about individuals and professional caregivers, nurses and doctors and police and firemen and EMTs and all of those people who are there for us during COVID-19 while the rest of us were staying at home in our comfortable offices like mine. But the event, the main ballroom had over 30 vendors, and it included a career fair and a college fair. So if there were any people that came and they wanted to go back to nursing school or become a doctor or find out the available jobs that are out there for home health aides or any area of the medical profession, and some in general jobs as well. If they wanted to get out of the medical profession, there were vendors there like UPS and things like that that had positions available. We had the Columbus Health Department on hand, and they did free health care screening. So they did, blood pressure and diabetes and things like that. We had the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center was one of our vendors. The event was hosted by one of my clients, which is the Ohio Sickle Cell and Health Association. They're a wonderful statewide Ohio agency that is an advocacy for sickle cell patients, because these parents that have children that are born with sickle cell disease, they're caring for them for the rest of their lives. We had other vendors that include banks and insurance people and legal representation there, and several others that had valuable free information for caregivers and first responders. We had a lunch and learn room. Now, the lunch and learn room was fabulous. Everybody loved that room because it was free lunch. And while you ate your lunch, you got to hear speakers talk on different topics. The Alzheimer's Association, which was one of our partners, they spoke. We, of course, the Ohio Sickle Cell and Health Association spoke. We had a wonderful nurse that came in and spoke about depression and suicide among doctors and nurses, things that I never even thought about, that what they go through. And can you imagine what the doctors and nurses have been going through the past year with COVID and with all the people dying? And, people don't think about how that affects them mentally and what they're going through in the hospital day after day after day, seeing thousands of people die. So we had a wonderful guest speaker talk about that and address that, and we will have someone address that again this year. We're looking for a doctor to come out and speak. I told my story. My story was basically when my mother passed away in 2004. My father, was left there alone. They had been together well over 50 years, and he was in deep depression and grief and trauma and hurting, and he just didn't even want to live anymore. But me and my sister took good care of him with dignity and respect. My sister was the hands-on person with him to help him, to guide him through a lot of stuff, and I handled the business end. And I learned so much doing this. And I mean, it was hard. It was hard. It wasn't easy taking care of somebody else's business, their financials, their medical, their insurance. There's a lot involved with that, especially when you're the child taking care of the parent. And not to mention the fact that you have to deal with your parent not looking at you. They still see you like the child. They don't see you as coming in, taking over their business. And it's hard taking care of someone's business. The first 3 years were extremely difficult, and then I was what I like to call the bologna in the sandwich. I was right in the middle. So you have my dad up here, I'm in the middle, and then I had a teenager, my daughter, underneath me. So it was an extremely stressful situation that we had to deal with, but we got through it. We got through it foremost because of our faith in God and doing the right thing, taking care of my dad. And he lived an additional total of 13 years. So he just passed in 2017, but he was trying to leave us that first year. He just did not want to be here anymore, but we didn't allow that. We knew that there was a better quality of life that we could give him. So I know firsthand what it's like to be a caregiver, and I know there's so many other of you that are out there that know the same thing and know what I'm talking about, because you have either cared for your parents or grandparents, or you're caring for them now, or you might be caring for them in the future. And that brings up the quote from former First Lady Rosalind Carter, who I'm so proud. That was like one of my proudest moments that I'm so excited about, because former First Lady Rosalind Carter, who is the oldest living First Lady, and she has a Caregiver Institute in Georgia. So we reached out to their team, and they talked to her, and she provided a letter for us that we were able to put in our, I'm trying to show it to you, in our souvenir program book. This is our souvenir program book that we provided. You can see this online if you go to the Caring for the Caregiver Expo.com. You can see this book. You can see the letter that she sent to us. I'm so excited about that. And we also got the support, of course, from the Ohio Sickle Cell Association with a nice letter. The Mayor Ginther supported us with the letter, and also State Senator Herschel Craig. So we had wonderful support. We had over 300 people sign up and show up for the event. Like I said, we had the main room, we had the pampering room, and then we had the lunch and learn room, and then we also had the Get Fit and Healthy room. So in that room, we had experts that did yoga and meditation and aerobics and Zumba and line dancing. It was a fun room. We had like 20-minute sessions for that, for each one of those areas. So, we tell people to come and dress very, very comfortable, with workout clothes and tennis shoes, and just be ready to relax and have a good time. This is a totally adult event, so no children. We just want that caregiver that first responders to come and enjoy themselves and relax and get information, and so we can say thank you and let them know how much we love and appreciate them. They have the hardest job in the world. I can't even imagine doing what they do, and they're still doing. It hasn't ended. So the Caring for the Caregiver Expo is an annual event. We're going to host it every year in November, because November is National Caregivers Month. So we started it here, of course, in Columbus, Ohio. We're looking to expand it across our great nation. We're looking at having it in Tampa this year, in Florida, and also potentially in Detroit, Michigan. I had some family that came down from Detroit and helped me with my first Caregiver Expo, and they loved it. And of course, they want to take it back to their community. So this is something we can do for our caregivers all across the country. I'm putting together a program where we can kind of franchise it and give you all the information you need, so you're not starting from ground zero, to help you do a similar caring for the caregiver event in your area if you're interested. Like I said, you can go to caringforthecaregiverexpo.com, and that website has all the information you need on there, and you can even reach out to us through the contact page. You can see pictures that we have from the first year that we did in 2019, and get lots of information on what's going to be happening in 2021. So I want to personally invite you to join us. We need your support. We need your help to continue to host this completely free event. Like I said, everything is free. It's free to get in. It's free parking. It's free lunch. It's free pampering services. And like I said, tons of free information. This is the first of its kind. It's a one-of-a-kind event, and the first, and I'm so proud that God gave me this vision to do this. And like I said, I have firsthand experience of being a caregiver, and we are here to help you. We're here to help caregivers, and no matter what capacity you have. Our former First Lady Rosalind Carter has a quote where she says, you know, there are only 4 kinds of people in this world. And those that are going to be caregivers, those that are caregivers, those who have been caregivers, and those that are going to need caregiving. So we have to take care of one another. We have to love one another. And I'm an advocate for peace and love. And of course, God first. And this is something we need to do. And it's a feel-good moment for me and for everybody when you're doing something to help somebody else. So go to the website. Go to caringforthecaregiverexpo.com. Learn more. There's an Eventbrite site if you want to come. If you're a caregiver and you want to come to this event, all you have to do is go to Eventbrite, Caring for the Caregiver Expo. Sign up. It's going to be first come, first serve. We're going to be all day, Saturday, November the 6th, 2021, at the Boathouse here in Columbus, Ohio. We love you, and we're looking forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.